Good morning. It's another great morning. It's 1:25 in the afternoon. I've been up about an hour and a half. I'm having my coffee. I've had 240 milligrams of cardizem, 40 milligrams of lisinopril, and 1 milligram of clonazepam. I suffer from bipolar illness. The next drug I'm going to take is controversial, but guess what? It's the best band-aid on the planet for this illness. And that is Cannabis Indica. Not sativa, Cannabis Indica. I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to take a nice big hit right now and start feeling better, because I wake up, my mind is racing. Gotta hold your breath. I'll turn on a little fan over here. It's gonna make a little noise. Blow this smoke around a little bit. Even marijuana smoke does have some harm, and the only harm I've found with marijuana smoke is that it dirties up your television and your monitor, keyboard, just about everything tobacco smoke does. In fact, everything tobacco smoke does. And it's not as bad as nicotine, but it's bad. So I keep all my equipment very, very clean. I clean it every day, and it's kind of like Air Force One. It's ready. It's more than ready. It's 150% ready. Mary's gone to AA, and me and Jake, we just took him out for a piss. You hear me coughing? Listen, folks, I suffer from COPD. That's chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. Fancy new term for an old illness. Emphysema, which is there is no cure, and chronic bronchitis. I obtained both when I was about 50 years old. I was diagnosed with COPD, and it was due to cigarette smoking. You see, my father was vice president of sales and sales manager of military sales for R.J. Reynolds Tobacco Company. He was a big executive, and he had plenty of cigarettes. I got a hold of them at a young age. I smoked them. I was a pack and a half to 2 pack a day smoker until I was 38, 39 years old, somewhere in that range, and I quit. You want to know how I quit? I use Zyban. It is much safer than Shantex, and it's much better than any other product, a patch or a gum or crap like that. You're putting nicotine into your body. You want to get it out. Nicotine is the most addictive substance on the earth. So, if you're addicted, it only takes 4 days to get it out of your system. Then guess what? It's all up here. Zyban helps you. Zyban will make that cigarette taste like a dirty ashtray every time you try to smoke it. So you'll put it down. Sooner or later, you'll find out that you're stretching your time. Before you know it, you'll go 4 days without smoking a cigarette. And I'm going to tell you what, in about a week and a half after you stop smoking, you feel your air come back into your lungs. You feel like Aqualung, man. I enjoyed smoking very much. Problem was, it was detrimental to my health, and it's going to get the best of me probably. I'm 57 years old. Been smoking cigarettes since I was 7 years old. Moved down here to Albuquerque a year ago from Reno, Nevada. I was 233 pounds up there. I'm now down to 184. I did slip as far as 179 down here in Albuquerque. I've been cleaning up my act, exercising, eating the right foods. And smoking plenty of Cannabis Indica. It keeps my sanity. I don't have grandiose thoughts. I don't have racing thoughts. I don't have hypomania. I don't have mania. That's the great thing about Cannabis Indica. Psychiatrists, primary care doctors, I want you to know the strain, the purer the better, of Cannabis Indica. It's a narcotic, potent narcotic feeling. It's cerebral as far as putting your whole body together and making you feel whole. I've been hospitalized many times. I can't even remember how many. I think 5. All I can tell you is that if it weren't for Cannabis Indica, I'd have no life. I'd probably be hospitalized. I've eaten every major and minor tranquilizer they've ever invented for human beings. I've gone through all the therapies. All of them. Abilify, Seroquel, all of them. Lithium, Tegretol, you name it. I can name the therapies. I've even tried acupuncture for this mental illness I have. There is no cure, folks, yet, but there is a great Band-Aid. It's called Cannabis Indica, and 3 to 6 milligrams per day of clonazepam, or the pharmaceutical name Klonopin. You might notice I don't have any teeth. I'm a retired cab driver from Reno, Nevada. One night, unfortunately, 5 men jumped on me and beat my teeth out of my head with a broken beer bottle. So that's the name of that tune. I'm not going to go into it. But I'm here to tell you about Cannabis Indica and mental illness. Particularly bipolar, since I have suffered from it since I was around 18 years old. The illness gets worse as you get older. Fortunately, though, since I've been smoking Cannabis Indica, I haven't had to be hospitalized. And I now have the Denver Post, Albuquerque Gazette, probably many more people following me on Twitter. I know the federal government's following me. They're paying me my disability check. I am a disabled man. I can't go back to work. When you have taken clonazepam for as long time, this is the downside, folks. It's a benzodiazepine. So that means that your body gets addicted to it. In some cases, you have to eat more to get the same effect. fortunately, I cut down from 6 milligrams for severe mania down to 3 milligrams. But I couldn't have done it without Cannabis Indica. No way. No way. I'd like to tell you, physicians, what this medicine, Cannabis Indica, is related to. And the best that I can tell you is that it gives a sensation similar to what Dalmane gives, which is a hypnotic. It slows your thought down. Hell, if I didn't have this stuff, I think more in 2 minutes than you'd think in 2 days. That's how manic depression works, or bipolar. They're the same thing. This illness has taken me down, but I've always stood up to it. I appreciate groups like NAMI. Most people in the world still are blind to mental illness. It's not like physical illness. But I'll tell you what, folks, when you lose your computer, it doesn't matter if your heart's beating or not. You get it? Anyways, I'm going to release a few more tapes. I don't know how I'm going to release this, but I hope that people that get to see this understand that I am sincere and I am trying to help you. I'm trying to help the doctors that are so expensive. And there's some doctors out there, like one here in Albuquerque, down at Girard Indian School Road. You know who you are. He shouldn't even have a shingle. He couldn't analyze preferred stock from livestock. So if you get one of those people to talk to, just pay him and walk out the door. Or don't pay him if you don't feel like it. Anyways, I sure as hell didn't pay mine. That guy was a joke. Anyways, y'all have a nice day, and I'll get back to you later on. Current date is 3/27/2010. Current time now, 1:38 in the afternoon. Have a good day. Mary and I are going to take Jake out, go get a few things at the grocery store, and hopefully have a real nice afternoon, nice evening. I know I'm going to smoke some more Cannabis Indica. I do this about 12 times a day. And I wish I had a vaporizer, because it'd help me with my COPD, but I don't have the money yet. I had to save for a good one. That's about it for right now. Talk to you later.